Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're all doing good. Sorry for no video yesterday. There was just literally nothing I could come up to make a video on, but I did see Oppenheimer last night, so let me just go ahead and give y'all my thoughts on the film. First off, I feel like this is one of those movies that is a must-see in the theaters if you can go see it. Now, I wanted to go see it in the 70 millimeter or whatever it was, but the closest theater to me was like in Dallas, and the tickets were reserved until like late next month or something like that when I looked like a month ago. And then the next closest 70 millimeter IMAX theater is all the way in Houston. So I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm waiting a whole month after the movie comes out to see it. So I still saw it in a larger theater with an insane sound system. And first off, I just want to say the sound in the movie, like my chair was like shaking. Like the speakers were so crazy, or like I don't know if it was the theater I'm in or the way the audio was, but like I have never heard anything like that before while watching a film, especially when the bomb did go off. Like you actually felt it when the sound came in, which was just crazy. Yeah, like I said, this is one of those movies you must see. It is a 3-hour movie, and you kind of start to feel it. Like, there was one point where I'm like, okay, I think the movie's ending now, and it went on for like another 45 minutes after that, and I'm not complaining, because that was honestly one of the best parts of the movie. But like I said, you really feel the 3 hours here. Like, I want to say it feels like 3 hours. It probably feels more like 2.5 hours. But yeah, there, like that one point in the movie where I thought it ended and then it just kept going, that did throw me off. The movie's gorgeous as well. The cinematography here was just off the charts. Gorgeous film. The acting was so well done. Cillian Murphy killed it here. I mean, he kills it in everything he's in. Emily Blunt did really well, I think. Florence Pugh, well, I mean, y'all probably heard about that, so I'm gonna leave it there. And then we saw like cameos from other actors. Robert Downey Jr., he played sort of the antagonist of the whole movie, and he did a really good job. I was kind of worried when they announced him in the movie, you know, because he got Iron Man money, right? So he just kind of phoning in for the paycheck. But no, he actually did a really good job here, and I was impressed by it. And there were a lot of other people who were in the movie, and I'm just like, oh, I had no idea they were in the movie. Like, Josh Peck, he stood out to me a lot. And then there was a Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, just an overall really great film. It really goes into the psyche of Oppenheimer. It's more about him than it is about the situation surrounding him, if that makes sense. Like, it goes into before, a little bit before he got brought onto the project, during, and then afterwards as well. So, you know, just an overall really great movie. Christopher Nolan did it again. Now, a lot of people are saying this is his best movie. I don't know. I'll probably have to rewatch some of his older movies, or, you know, watch this one a second time. But I don't know. I can't say if it's his best. It's definitely a top 5 for him, for sure. But number 1, I don't know, because he has a lot of good movies. So yeah, I'd give it a solid 10 out of 10. Like, no, actually a 9 out of 10. There was one part to me that just kind of threw me through a loop, and yeah, it's that one scene. The first part of that, like that one scene everyone's talking about with Florence Pugh, it's kind of split up into 2 parts, right? I'm trying not to spoil it. The first part of it makes sense for the story and what's going on, but the second part of it didn't make really any sense, because that was seeing something through someone else's eyes rather than his eyes, if that makes sense. And I felt like that was just there to be artistic or something, I guess. I don't really understand it. I feel like that could have just been taken out, and the movie would have been better if that was out, in my opinion. It just felt, I don't know, it just felt like that was in there just to have it in there rather than make a point of the story. But hey, other than that, that's such a minor part of the movie. I mean, that was like 5 minutes out of a 3 hour film, so such a small part. But that's really the only complaint I have about it. The soundtrack was really good, and yeah, I'm curious to see what Nolan's doing next. He's been on this pattern of doing something historical and then like a passion project and then something historical. So next up, I guess we're gonna see another original from him, which rate, I'm always curious. I was one of those people that really liked Tenet. I know a lot of other people didn't like Tenet, but I love Tenet, so I'm curious to see what his next movie is. But yeah, Oppenheimer, definitely don't sleep on it. This is a must see. I feel like it's going to be talked about for decades, especially like in the same breath as Citizen Kane or a movie like that, right? So yeah, it's definitely a must watch, and I'm sure this is going to get Picture of the Year. And if Cillian Murphy doesn't get an Oscar, well, it's going to be yet another year of the Oscars being rigged. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Sorry it's like not anything special or whatever. There's just nothing going on, which, I mean, hey, good, because I'm reaching for straws at this point. I've been on Twitter for like a couple hours after I wake up, and I'm just like, man, there's nothing. Like, what the hell, man? And that's why I couldn't make a video yesterday, because like I tried, man. I tried finding something. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna be it. If you didn't see my last video, it was reacting to another episode of The Button, and it was kind of weird. Probably one of the weirdest episodes I watched on there. So if you didn't check that out, I will have that down below in the description, as well as my Twitter and Discord server. So if you want to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server, we're just chill. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good day. Peace.